Hi. Okay, so today I just want to talk about the basics. And I always find that when you're getting overwhelmed, the fastest way to health is the most basic. So I know it gets overwhelming because you have like all these supplements, you have all these protocols to try out, you want to try this, that, and the other. Well, suddenly you have a to-do list, a daily healing to-do list that is like 10 items long, 20 items long, 30 items long, because you want to get in all, whatever you're doing. You want to get in all the things that you've put down every day. And I've fallen into this trap so many times, and it makes a person crazy. So I want to talk about simplifying. So being overwhelmed and having a to-do list is just adding more stress to your plate. It's adding, I know you think, but if I do all those things, I'll come out ahead. But really, the reality is, the truth of it is, the stress of the list sometimes causes more harm, most times causes more harm than just paring it down to the simple basics. So the simple basics in a day are, number one, nutrition. We want to make sure that we are cutting all the junk. Whatever diet you're subscribing to, you cut the junk. Nothing processed, no foods that are hard on your system. Cut all the allergenic foods, cut foods that give responses. Go to the best, healthiest whole foods diet. We want to cut as much sugar as we can. We want to cut the things that are bad for us and eat more of the things that are good for us. We want to replenish our bodies. We want to make sure the foods are nutrient dense and that we're eating enough of them, so that our cells can get the energy and make the ATP that's necessary to help heal our bodies, and that the cells know what to do with these this input nutrition coming into our body, if they can use it for all these processes to help heal ourselves, which is what we're going for. So nutrition is the key. So while you don't need to make, like Gerson does, 12 juices in a day and make yourself crazy with food, you need to eat enough foods, supply enough minerals and amino acids and building blocks and vitamins and everything that we need through the foods that we're eating. Okay? And then supplementing with other things that you may not be getting in your diet, then supplement with them. Or if you're doing blood analysis or hair mineral analysis or whatever you're doing, and you find the minerals and everything that you're low in, sorry, my phone, then you want to definitely, sorry, that distracted me. You want to supplement. You want to supplement with anything that you're missing. So diet, supplementation, getting everything that we need, the basic. So you can do that easy in a day. The next thing is water. Oh my gosh, drink as much water as you can. Structured water with a little bit of minerals added back in, some sea salt. These are the things that we need. Our body needs it. So if you're feeling sick, if you're feeling more exhausted, you're dealing with chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, anything like that, you definitely want to be drinking as much as you can. It doesn't matter what the condition, you have to keep drinking. So when you're feeling bad in a day, you can ask yourself some basic questions. What is my nutrition like? Can I be getting more minerals and vitamins and building blocks in my body? Amino acids, proteins, whatever we need in our body, fat. And can I be drinking more water? Have I drinking enough water today? You definitely need to keep asking yourself that question, because chances are you're forgetting, or it just seems like too much work, or it's too much effort, but that is the basic thing. So don't forget the water. It is super healing. It's super important. Your body needs it for every function that you do. Sun and air. So never underestimate the importance of just going outside, okay? And movement is one. So walking outside is one of the best things you can do. You're not pushing your body too hard. You're not over-exercising. You're not draining your energy. Just a nice walk outside in nature. You're getting sun. You're getting fresh air. You want to make sure that it's not where cars are driving by. You're not breathing in the exhaust fumes. You are, letting the sun hit your face. You're definitely breathing in the air from the forests or the paths or the fresh water or whatever it is. Ground it if you can. If you can, take off your socks and shoes and as much clothes as possible and get as close as you can to these elements. You want your bare feet on the ground. You want your body soaking up the sunlight. You want your nose taking some deep breaths and doing your breathing and really taking advantage of that fresh, clean air. You cannot underestimate this. When in doubt, go outside. Okay? And if you're too tired to walk, go outside and stretch outside. Throw a yoga mat on the ground and just stretch. If it's too cold, just sit. Meditate outside. Be outside. So that's another thing, is just turning off all your devices, taking a detox from all the bad things in your life, all the junk food, all the bad food, all the lighting in your house, all the EMFs, the televisions, the phones, the Wi-Fi, everything, just shutting everything down. It's so basic. It's such an easy and one of the most challenging, difficult things that you'll do in this modern world today, that everything is built around electricity, technology, shutting it off. So just being outside in nature is one of the healthiest things that you can do for your body. And people are like, yeah, you know, that isn't going to cut it. That's not going to heal me. But take it from me, this is one of the most important things that you can do, is just shut it all off, turn off anything that's manufactured by man, including lights, wires, signals, whatever, your clothes, whatever, you just get out in nature. Breathing the air, getting the sunlight, having none of that Wi-Fi and electricity and technology around you. And if you can do this all day, every day, that would be ideal. So as much and as often as you can do, that's the basics. Movement, like I just said, we want to walk. We don't want to drain our energy if you're dealing with a chronic illness or any kind of chronic condition. You need to rest. So you can do as much walking as you can do. It is great for your body to build up that sort of muscle. We don't want to create any lactic acid. We don't want to be running or going crazy with weights or doing anything like that, but just nice exercising and stretching. So walking and stretching, just stretching. It's stretching and yoga, and I have a video on that, how I stretch out the body. It's just listening to your own body, doing the movements that your body wants, working into the pain, sort of massaging that pain, working around it, the discomfort and the uncomfort, and just kind of stretching into that and letting your body speak to you. And walking, those are the two best movements you can do. Keep it basic. Don't get carried away with everything else. Keep it basic. So we've got, and then sleep. We cannot underestimate the value of sleep. Sleep is so basic, but it is so important. You've got to go to bed earlier. So I set a bed of 9:30. I have an alarm. I make it go off and I go to bed. But quite honestly, when you're chronically ill, you can do better than that. You can be in bed by 8:30, 8 o'clock. This is getting 12 hours of sleep when you're chronically ill a night would be ideal. I know even if you can get 10, that would be magnificent. 8 hours is just not enough when you're chronically ill. It's better than 7, it's better than 6, it's better than 5, but if you really want to heal your body, more sleep, more deep sleep, more sleep, more sleep, more sleep. I can't underestimate it enough. And I know many people who have chronic illness have difficulty sleeping. They can't sleep. They can't stay asleep. They can't fall asleep. They wake up. They can't get under the pain. They can't get under the, whatever it is. But sleep is so important. So find a way to go to bed earlier. Shut it off. I mean, shut the TVs off. Shut the things that you do at night. They're bad for you anyways. The lights, the computers, the screens, the monitors, all of that stuff is not helping you heal. Turn it off. Go to bed. Get in bed. Try to strive for 10 to 12 hours of sleep a night. 12 if you're really chronically ill. Just sleep. And during the day, if you have time, if you're home, if you can't work and you're at home, sleep. Sleep, have a nap, have a rest time, set aside a period of rest time. You can still get in all your cooking and all your food preparations and your juicing and your water and your exercise and your outside time. And even if you can rest outside, all the better. On the ground, all the better. So, and last but not least, we want to talk about love. Okay, a lot of people talk about relationships and self, meditation and reflection and all these things, and they're all great. But the bottom line of all of that, when it comes to like meditation and bettering yourself and self-help work and getting in touch with your emotions or your feelings or bettering your relationships with others, and you can cut through all of that BS. That all takes a long time. It all comes down to love. Can you look in the mirror and love yourself every day? Can you love your body? Can you love the parts of your body that are not working, that are broken down, that hurt, that are in pain? Love yourself, love yourself. Let go of the shame and anger and guilt. Just love. It all comes down to love. Love yourself, and then love the people in your life. And show them, hug them, love them. Be in love, walk in love, move in love. Just, I know there's a lot of ways to get to love, through all of this self work that we do on ourselves, and forgiveness and letting go of anger, and listening to our thoughts and our emotions, and sitting in meditation when we're trying to solve a problem so we can focus on it. And these are all great, but it all comes down to love in the end. Do you love yourself? And can you show love to others? And you can give and receive love is what it comes down to. And purpose, in the world, just living your truth. That's what it comes down to. Being your true self, living your truth, loving your truth, and letting your truth be enough, warts and all the bad things, the truth, your truth, let it shine through to the world, and love it. Love yourself, love your truth. So these are the basic things. I'm just going to repeat them. We have nutrition, which includes food and supplements. We have water, which includes our water and remineralizing and all the wonderful things about water. Sunlight, our air, movement, which includes walking and stretching. And we have love. So they're very basic. They're very, very, very basic when it comes down to it. And I know all the protocols, we can get caught up with our to-do lists and our protocols and, but what about this, and this helped someone, in this herb, and this, kind of water, and this kind of exercise, and this, these are the details. These are the finer details. These are the things that if you have time and you're getting the basics done every day, that you can go on and be like, oh, great. I'm going to add detail to my artwork. I'm going to, try some deuterium depleted water or hydrogen molecular water, or I'm going to, try this new awesome air filter and purifier. I'm going to do enemas all day. I'm going to really amp up my juicing, or I'm going to get into ketosis, or I'm going to do all these things. Wonderful. Those are great. They're all amazing tools, and they're super great to try out, but don't overwhelm yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself with extras if you haven't done the basics and you're not giving yourself enough time to rest, recuperate, revitalize, sleep, love yourself, being outside, getting away from it all. These are the most important things, and they're the foundation of healing. And I just want to remind you, I can't remind myself enough. I can't remind, everyone enough, because we love details. We love to get into the details, and the real healing work comes from the foundation. So make sure you do the foundation every day. And I remind myself that every day because it's easy to get caught up in. So really take this to heart.